Good morning, folks. Hi, my name is Jim DiCarlo. Thank you all for coming today. I'm a professor in the Department of Brain and Cognitive Sciences. And again, a warm welcome to you and thank you all for being here today to join us on this amazing Quest event. I hope you're as excited as we are to show you what we've been doing. But to kick us off, I want to welcome the president of MIT, Dr. Sally Kornbluth. President Kornbluth, she has been a remarkably great advocate for our work, and we're excited about, she's excited about our priorities. I'm excited to hear what she has to say about this. She always has wonderful things to say about what we're doing and all her initiatives at MIT. So thank you, Sally, for joining us, and I look forward to your remarks. Thanks. Yeah, you can do like that.
Great. Thank you so much, Jim, for your introduction, and thank you also for your leadership of the MIT Quest for Intelligence. So good morning, everybody. At this exciting moment in the development of the Quest, I'm really delighted that you all could join us, and I'm actually sort of joining you in the great networking connections that you all have established for over a decade. It's truly an honor to be here with you. I really want to start by thanking the faculty members, the students, and the staff who created today's outstanding program, and all of the pioneering researchers who will share their work with you today. And honestly, I was saying to someone, I wish that I could stay with you. I used to sneer at all the administrators who would come and introduce and then run. Now I understand it, but now I also know that they also wish they could have spent the whole day with you here today, because it looks like a fantastic program. I'd really like to offer also an enthusiastic thank you to all the donors and supporters whose generosity has fueled the Quest thus far. And within that group, no one has been more important from the beginning than David Siegel. Without the long-standing commitment to the Center for Brain, Minds, and Machines and the support for the Quest, this community might never have formed. And that work is what we're here to celebrate today, and what may never have happened without David's support. There's every reason to think that David's recent gift, which will name the Quest for Intelligence and also support the Schwarzman College of Computing, will be even more powerful in shaping the future of this initiative and of the field itself. Is David actually here yet? We were just talking. Well, there you are. Good. So please join everybody and join me in thanking David for his visionary support. Actually, when we were talking a little bit before, I think, Vikash was saying that, having a donor that so deeply understands the science and the goals really makes a huge difference. So thank you, David. Today's program promises to be fascinating. I'll be brief so you can get to it. But I'd like to just make a few observations about how the Quest fits into the larger picture of what I believe we need to be doing at MIT. Like many of you, my whole professional life has been in universities and academia. And I think when I came here, I thought I had a good understanding of what universities were really all about. But when I arrived here, now almost 2 years ago, there were qualities of the MIT community that stood out to me as very, very distinctive, not like my experience of universities before. I think many universities have an appreciation for fundamental discovery science, but the deep, unmistakable enthusiasm for discovery science here is just unbelievable. The insatiable curiosity, the sense of just really wanting to know how the world works and what's beyond the next horizon. A second quality is sort of this fearless interest in collaborating across disciplines, to really just get at the problem, find the people who know what they need to know, and work together. And really in educating transdisciplinary students who are not going to be locked into one discipline or another, but will really understand a broad spectrum of disciplines, again, to apply to important problems. So when you're choosing an important problem, you just find the people who can help you, no matter what their credentials might be, no matter what unit they're in, both within and outside MIT. And the third aspect of the culture at MIT is the real desire to make an impact on the world. ultimately to translate our discoveries into positive change. And, it was clear to me as well that without disturbing MIT's sort of famous culture of decentralization, we could seize several important opportunities for progress if we focused our collective strength on important problems together. And as you all know well, better than I do, the Quest is a wonderful expression of these truths about MIT. The passion for discovery science is right here in your name. It's a quest. And in pursuit of the deepest questions about language, perception, and embodiment, about how humans communicate and think, and how we perceive and interact with our surroundings. Understanding intelligence is central to understanding the whole human proposition, and those deep questions are intensely worth asking for their own sake. And the researchers pursuing the Quest represent a remarkable cross-section of disciplines, departments, labs, centers, and institutes. And, these are always sort of acronym after acronym, BCS, EECS, then Sloan, Aero-Astro, Political Science, the Media Lab, the McGovern, CSAIL, LIDS, IDSS, RLE. I think you probably know people from all of these units who are working together with the Quest to try to solve critical problems. And finally, the Quest funds well-defined missions. Each one unites a team of faculty, research, scientists, postdocs, software engineers, grad students, and UROPs to focus on a particular research thrust, and like the group working, for example, on language and embodied intelligence. I have to say, the Quest's mode of operation is a perfect example of how MIT can magnify their impact through collective action. So hats off to everyone here. And now, relying on all of these excellent qualities, fueled by generous donors, particularly today, David Siegel's transformative gift, the Quest is about to take on an even more important role. People ask me all the time, what distinguishes MIT's approach to AI? What can we do to obviate the need for huge data sets? What can we do about the surging energy needs of current machine learning paradigms? These are hard and serious questions, and I believe many of the answers will come from the Quest community. By emphasizing the interface between natural intelligence and artificial intelligence, you will deepen our understanding of how the brain works. You will replicate some of that learning in computer models, and finally, you will bring the knowledge you gain there back to further studies of the brain. It's really a brilliant, virtuous circle that will help lay the foundation for future generations of AI and future understanding of the brain. As you all know, I've been vocal about the fact that MIT can and must lead in artificial intelligence, and this past year has seen some exciting developments. I have to say, when we offered seed money for impact papers on the full spectrum of AI applications, many dozens of faculty from MIT responded, no doubt including, in fact, I know, including some of you. The Institute also published an important set of policy papers to help policymakers in Washington shape the guardrails that will allow AI to develop and thrive while being broadly beneficial to society. And now, thanks to the efforts of people in this room, the Quest is primed to take us over the horizon to help us define the future. So as you hear today from pioneers in cognitive science, perception, robotics, and more, you'll get a glimpse of the path that will lead us to that future. And I know that you all collectively will make the most of them. So to open this exciting problem, let me turn the floor back over to Jim. So thank you.